G'day to all my friends and family, and welcome to Jim's 5am Club. It's Tuesday afternoon. I'm just on my way home. I've just completed a day's training down here at Piedmont, and I'm just walking to the bus stop. How beautiful is this location? And look at that Australian flag just fluttering in the breeze. How proud and how beautiful is it against that clouded sky? It's an interesting sort of day. It's pleasant, it's mild, it's not too cold, a gentle breeze just keeping the flags all interesting. And I thought I'd do a walk and talk and chat to you about a book summary that I've come across. And the book summary that I want to talk about today is entitled Hit Refresh. Hit Refresh by an author named Satya Nadella, who was a CEO of Microsoft. And Satya talks about the importance of working hard and being fully invested in what you do, because you're able to reap some significant rewards according to their experience and their learnings. So Satya basically talks about how from a very, very young age he had a lot of pressure from the parents, from the family to do certain things and to have a career in certain fields. But from a young age, he realised that he wasn't that way inclined. So he decided to focus on the things that he was interested in, to the disappointment of his parents. But he makes a very, very valid point here, and it's a lesson for all ages and for all cultures. And he said that everyone needs to make their own path in life based on their own particular interests, callings and passions. Not on your parents, not on your siblings, not on your grandparents, and not on other people who have gone before you. So simply stated, everybody needs to make their own way in the world and to leverage their gifts, because we've all got different gifts and different capabilities, different interests and different passions, and you need to be able to express those in order to be effective and in order to live a life where you feel fulfilled, where you feel complete. So Satya talks about his days, his early career days, and says that working hard and consistently, according to him, will reap great benefits. And here's an example of this philosophy. Because when he was working at Microsoft, he worked Monday to Friday, and on the weekend he would do his MBA. And so he worked very, very hard. Not only did he work hard Monday to Friday, worked very, very long hours, but he flogged himself really, really hard on the weekends in terms of doing a top-level MBA. So he learnt and crammed as much as he could, as early as he could into his career, so that he could become very, very educated and very, very specialised, but able to withhold or withstand great pressure and to perform under pressure. And it wasn't long before he was noticed and recognised for his efforts, which commenced him or put him on the path to making some significant career breakthroughs. So a lot of people make the mistake of working very, very hard, and then once they get out of school, get out of university, they take it easy and start cruising, socialising and enjoying themselves. Whereas there are others, and I've worked with a number of these people, who focus and work very, very hard. Not a lot harder than everybody else, but they put in more effort. Where everybody else seems to have a boundary or set limits to how much they're going to contribute to their career and to their work, there are others who just work incessantly and set themselves bold goals and work very, very hard. And the next point that he makes is that if you want to be very, very successful, you need to put your needs below the needs of others, and to basically enable the team to excel, and to put their needs, to put the team's needs and the team's talents ahead of yours, because you're able to get a lot more done through people rather than trying to achieve it yourself. So the greatest contributors within a corporate scene are the ones who get things done through people. Now, your team could start with 5 and then grow to 20, then 50, 100, 1,000, 10,000, 100,000. So it's all about leveraging the talents of your team and those around you. So the author also talks about the fact that whenever you feel intimidated, it's time to compete. And that's one of the things that he found in his career, that at times when he felt intimidated by people around him or by the challenges that beset him, instead of giving up, instead of bunkering down and hiding away, he would flick the switch and say, righto, bring it on. And he would engage in fierce competition so that he could achieve the massive and super outcomes that he was able to do during those heady days at Microsoft. But once again, he also mentions and reaffirms that always put the team first. And whilst raw talent is vital to succeed and to be a leader in your field, it's not enough. You need to be surrounded by a team of people and be able to get the best out of that team. And the way you do it is to get to know your teammates and learn to play to their strengths, to bounce off each other, and to leverage the skills and talent in the pool that you have available to you. It's very, very easy to be a leader and to be selfish and to want to do everything and want to take the accolades for everything. But like Satya, I also learned from a very young age that it's great to be part of a team, to be a team player, and to contribute and to try and highlight the contributions that others are making, and not harp too much on the things that you're doing, but to make other people look great. I remember in a previous 5am club, I talked about a manager that I had at IBM, Michael Odom. I remember his name, I remember him well. We worked together. We're in the same team when I joined IBM, but he was very, very focused, very, very ambitious, and he did his MBA, and he took off. He took off and he did very, very well. And it wasn't long before he was my manager. And I remember when he came into the team and it was announced that he was going to be an accounting manager and he was going to be the manager of the team that I was in, I was a little bit horrified because as an individual, because he was so ambitious and so focused, I was worried that he was going to try and steal the limelight and be a little bit confronting and a little bit difficult to work for. But it wasn't long before he started that his true colours came through, and he proved to be a great team person. And I remember in those early meetings that we had, those early team meetings, where he said that my job as a manager is to provide you with the training, the tools, the encouragement to get your job done and to make you look good. Because when you look good, when my team looks good, I look good as a manager, and I want to grow my team, grow my influence, and I want 5, 10, 20 years from now for us to be working and to respect each other and to continue to want to support each other and work with each other, which was a brilliant, brilliant message. So the last formal point to come out of this book summary is where the author says that in a world of fierce competition, those who learn to play well with their rivals come out on top. So it's not about fighting and competing against your rivals. Sometimes the greatest breakthroughs are where you work with your rivals and do joint products and leverage your product off their product, and you collaborate. Because through collaboration, you are able to reach out to rivals and work together, and that collaboration benefits each other, and it also benefits the community. So, and those combined strengths that you have help develop synergy. So it's a tricky thing. It is a tricky thing, and it's really, really difficult for people who have big egos and who are selfish. But some of the best products, some of the greatest breakthroughs are when organisations learn to collaborate with each other, because they generate a win-win-win, a win-cubed sort of outcome, where each organisation, so the customer wins, organisation A wins, and organisation B wins, and the community wins. So everybody ends up benefiting. I remember that I have an example, a friend of mine, Ian Elliott, who married my cousin Susie, telling me a story. He is a product of the 70s and 80s, and Ian tells me how he started at George Patterson in the mailroom, and George Patterson was a tier 1, a world-class advertising organisation, and he started as a young man in the mailroom, and over the years he grew and his career blossomed, and he ended up being chairman of the board. So he ended up running George Patterson Advertising, which was one of the most exclusive and the most lucrative advertising agencies in Sydney. So it just goes to show that through hard work, through commitment, through working with and through people and collaborating, because Ian still does a lot of work and he's a great team person. He's able to bring out the best in people. You only have to spend a little bit of time with Ian before you realise that he is a man with great leadership skills. He's very, very charming, and he's very, very generous, both with his time, with his compliments, with his advice, and with his wisdom and knowledge. So I think I'll leave it there. So thank you very much for joining me on this episode. I wasn't expecting to do another one. This is my 7th for today. I think it's almost a record. I don't think I've done 7 in a day, but I may want to do just one more at home just to catch up, because I only did 3 yesterday and I need to do 5 a day. We'll see how we go. So thank you once again, and we'll finish off with a positive affirmation. I'm alive, I am well, and I feel absolutely great. To my friends and family, stay connected, stay relevant, stay reasonable, and most importantly, let's take some lessons from this book entitled Hit Refresh from Satya Nadella, a CEO of Microsoft, and work hard to establish our capabilities and our credibilities early in our careers. When everybody is taking it easy, when everybody is just cruising, is the time to really focus your efforts and to make the most of your academic qualifications and to get some runs on the board so you can stand out and grow your career. But most importantly, it's not about you shining as an individual, but you shining as a leader of people, where you're able to generate significant results through people, through teams, by being the magic glue that brings and holds and encourages good people to do good work. So we'll finish up there then. So take care. I look forward to coming to you again from a different location with a different message, where we can be the wind beneath our wings and we can live, learn and pass it on as best we can. So take care from this magnificent city of Sydney on this glorious autumn day, where there's a bit of a zephyr blowing, but it is beautiful. Yassas, take care, and bye for now. Ciao, ciao.